So Call of Duty put out a new video today, and it's called Black Ops 6 Zombies Terminus Intel Drop. Now, of course, this is about zombies and the map Terminus Island. And I thought we would watch it together and kind of break it down a little bit more complexly than they do in the video and see what's kind of in there. First of all, I'm watching this blind, so I actually don't know what's inside it. So as we go through, we will find out. What I do know is it's a bit of the developers as well as gameplay mixed in amongst it. So let me fix up my camera here and let's dive into it. There we go. All right, let's see what this is all about. Let's turn the volume up a little.
Terminus is one of our biggest round-based maps we've ever made, and it's full of...
One thing that I find interesting here is that they always say it's one of the biggest. So they don't say that it is the biggest, so I wonder what that size comparison actually is.
To discover and really explore.
Because to me it seems
to
the
break
biggest.
down all the new features that are going to be coming to Black Ops 6.
Also, Intel drop. So previously they said that they were going to be doing these podcasts, which I thought were going to be weekly. Clearly they haven't been. And now we have Intel drops. This week is Terminus. I'm guessing next week is going to be Campaign because they're showing that off next Tuesday.
Terminus is taking place in the early 90s, 5 years after the events of Cold War zombies.
So that's talking about the story.
Place, like a tropical.
Wait. Let's go back one sec. This is another one of the new zombies.
A really
these
cool
flying
place,
things.
like a tropical setting with various little islands out in the distance.
It's one part jail and other part secret research facility in the
Which will
Philippines.
probably be underground.
Just develop weird science. The first thing you're going to see is just everything's dark, really moody. Everything looks shut down. You know something's...
So based off of what I have seen, this is kind of the big difference between the two maps. You have Terminus, which is going to be this dark, dingy, gritty map, whereas Liberty Falls, they showed us one image of it, and it was this bright, vibrant town, quite opposite and contradictory to one another.
What's happened there?
We want to set the mood so the player could feel the chaos of the recent outbreak of the zombies. We push the visual a lot, so make it more real.
The one thing that I do notice as they show through this gameplay, I'll try to pause it on another thing, but like some gameplay before I talk about
as a living world, which are just different ways.
So this is kind of what I'm talking about. So I'm not sure what's going on there. That looks like it has something to do with an Easter egg. But you kind of have this area, which is the ocean. You have the outside of the prison. You have the inside of the prison, and then you have the underground. So there's this vast difference in these various different areas. And then you kind of have a jungle
Ways
too.
to bring the world to life.
Living World is scripted encounters that we've placed in the map to add to ambience. We have these tubes that have zombies inside of them. And when the player walks by them, it'll trigger the escape sequence for them. It'll be very scary. And
So the live sequences, when we first saw the gameplay, when you first exit that main prison room, there is a live soldier who gets attacked by a zombie and killed. And I was like, oh, that's weird. That doesn't normally happen. But apparently these are going to be across the map. And I'm guessing some of them will have to do with the overall Easter egg.
shocking. Give that feeling of, wow, this is a world that's existed prior to the player coming in.
Zombies have been attacking everything everywhere. So as you
So
move
there you go.
into these
That's
spaces,
exactly it, right? What I was talking about there. You have security. So right here.
zombies have been attacking everything everywhere.
And then the zombie attacks the
So as
security
you move
guard.
into these spaces, we're really telling that story. Prison guards are still dying around you.
Which is cool.
You would encounter maybe a guard being eaten alive by a couple zombies, and then they see you and come and attack you.
The zombies, they're going to range from scientists to security, experiments.
Every time you enter a new space, you don't know exactly what to expect. A zombie head pops out. It's a vermin.
So that's that new zombie that they're adding. So you shoot a zombie in the head, a spider pops out of it, and then that spider can then mutate into a further and more difficult zombie to kill. Apparently, there's an arachnophobia mode where if you were scared of spiders, you can turn that on, and it somehow changes either what they look like or if it happens. I don't know.
And then it eventually gestates and then becomes a parasite.
The tentacle trap that's just an awesome trap.
The tentacle trap?
I hate when interviews do that. I hate when they like go to interview someone. The documentaries and like murder documentaries and things like that do it all the time, where they ask them a question and then they just show them laughing. That's not the only thing that they said. You edited it
They're
out.
placed over doorways. It drops down and eats up all the zombies that pass through.
It's a beast of a main quest. You know, it'll use the ocean,
Main
it'll
quest.
use the islands, it'll use every...
So this is what I was talking about. So you have like this island part of it that is kind of like this whole separate thing. It looks like you can see a lighthouse out there. You have the edge of the island, and it's
part
just
of
a
the map
vastly
province. One
different.
of the bigger maps we've created.
We wanted you to really like...
So that looks like Battery from Call of Duty World at War. I believe I have the name of that map right, but that looks a lot
really
like that.
Think about how you're moving through the space.
So then you have this boat. So this is one of the things I do find interesting about this map. Now, I don't know if they'll show it here, but in the gameplay thing that they showed us, the trailer, the gameplay, whatever you want to call it, they get in the boat and they're traveling between these islands. And I don't know if you can control what islands it goes to, if it goes in a specific order or how it works. But at one point they're going through the water and this giant worm thing pops up from the water and starts throwing stuff at them. Now, I don't know how that'll work or what you can do, or if you can just like swim out there and it'll kill you.
We never had a drivable vehicle. You can go drive a boat
so you can drive it.
anywhere
There's
on the
my
entire
answer.
map. All that space out there that I thought was just the environment.
That's
that
actually
feeling
really
of,
cool.
Like, I can go
that
anywhere.
changes drastically. So I wonder, can you get attacked when you're on the boat? How does that work?
It's like so exciting. In true Zombies fashion,
There
you're
you go.
never safe anywhere for very long. A little bit of a foreshadow to something bigger that you might encounter.
A little worm.
You know, we're really excited for everyone to just get their hands on it in Black Ops 6.
So see live zombies gameplay at Call of Duty Next. So they did state that at Call of Duty Next, the Easter egg will not be live. So there won't be like a main mission. It'll just be kind of round survival. At the end here, I wanted to point out a couple things. So this is the worm that I was talking about.
Something bigger that you might encounter.
So right there, you can see it come out of the water. There's this gas cloud around it. I'm assuming you can kill it, and that'll kind of be part of maybe the Easter egg, maybe the main quest, maybe you can't kill it, and it's just a way to keep you moving through the water. Right there. Sorry, let me see if I can pause it. There, you have those two new types of zombies. Now, I'm guessing that these flying zombies are to kind of... Put it this way, if you had dogs on this map, and they still might have dogs, but if you had dogs on this map, with the water there, the dogs would be useless. But you put in a, let's just call it a flying dog, and all of a sudden you have to deal with that. It can come and attack you when you're out on the water and adds another kind of difficulty to it. Now, one question I have here is this whole boat thing. You can see one person's driving the boat at the back, and then we have two people who are sitting towards the front. The question also, I'm in the way. These are the zombies that I am talking about. There we go. So if you're playing solo, if you're driving the boat, you can't shoot. But if you're driving with people, you can. So I wonder how that plays into the solo experience.
You know, we're really excited for everyone to just get their hands on it in Black Ops 6.
So there it is. There is our first look at that map. So as far as zombies goes, what I do want to see more about is I want to see all of the perks, all of the upgrades, how that will work. They've kind of talked about the create a class system and how that will work. You can put attachments on all your weapons. So if you get a sniper out of the mystery box, it'll already have your given attachments that you put on it, or a shotgun or anything in between. One thing I wonder is if you're able to make adjustments to wonder weapons and things like that too, so that those will change once you are in game as well. The upgrades, things like that. I still have questions. And then of course, we have a completely different map. We have a complete other map that we don't know how it will work as of yet. So we know they're happening at the same time, but I believe we are going to get more information on Liberty Falls come Call of Duty Next. So time will tell. That is what we saw today. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, peace.